side of the ball.
G. Scott was the tight end. He motioned out. Howard looking to throw. Wide open. Down the sideline. It's Scott, the tight end. A little wrinkle on the opening play.
Like typical Chip Kelly, you motion him out, and once you move him out of the backfield, it's Chip Kelly. It's just, okay, let's throw the perimeter game real quick. No problem. Nope. Instead, they delay it, go down the sideline. Nobody picks him up. Oregon completely fooled. Chip Kelly on the very first play. The book on him is get the ball out. On
these playoff games, impact in the first play. Quinshon Judkins is the back. Howard fakes it to him, rolls, sideline throw over the head.
Hamid, these corners are going to be on islands. They're going to need to hold up against these receivers.
Fake it to Judkins again, and there is Smith roaming free, breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards.
And this is just out of the huddle. I want you to watch the Oregon defense as Jeremiah Smith moves from the left over to the right. Look in this back end. A little bit of confusion. Are we in man-to-man? Are we in zone? See him coming down late. A little bit of confusion. Now he comes. He's lost. He's completely lost. Now you've got great blocks downfield. Now it's one-on-one. Him against the free safety, Tysheem Johnson.
Lead. Howard again from the pocket, well protected, shakes a shot downfield, and going up and making the catch is Smith. Being early.
They do a good job of in that bunch formation. They get isolated one-on-one, and these are the matchups you knew you're going to see. Jeremiah Smith, incredible confidence, and he should. Goes up 6'3", 225 pounds, able to clearly going after that matchup to get for the football. Again.
Third catch, and Smith collects.
Buka. This time they move him, create again a little bit more space. I don't know how he keeps getting lost, but I'm guessing Dan Lanning will get the defense over there and say, guys, no matter what the call is, we can't give him space against his secondary.
Howard 4 of 5, already more than 100 yards, looking for more. Right down the seam, that's an overthrow.
With them last week and the start of this game.
Howard off the play fake, is pressured, and will not escape. He'll be dropped.
He stepped up, as we mentioned here, these last couple games.
Smith one-on-one to the left on third and long, but Howard didn't have time to get him. Tried to check it down to Henderson.
A lot of Oregon fans very excited to see what he could do in this matchup to get him back, because he can win one-on-one with his size. Keep in mind, this guy's 6'6", 290, but has some twitch to go along with it. That time just beat Josh Fryer with power to get by.
Yeah. Tough spot for the Ducks defense, who made a stop in Ohio State, had good field position last time. Got to try to do the same thing again. Emeka Egbuka.
Serafeld has moved from the left guard over to the right guard, and Luke Montgomery played in that Tennessee game in at left guard.
Off the fake down the middle. Caught in stride. Egbuka touchdown. Buckeyes on fire.
Here's the question. When you have Jeremiah Smith, you're going to force Oregon to put two safeties to protect the deep shot. When you do that, it opens the middle of the field. So that's what you're going to have. There goes Jeremiah Smith. You see the safety? We don't want to give four a chance. If you're not going to give four a chance, now you got to look at the middle of the field. And look, those two safeties are split. Great job of splitting those safeties with a great route by Emeka Egbuka. And an incredible throw over top of that nickel back there, Brandon Johnson. And we'll look at the focus and concentration. Wow. He actually touched that ball. The right hand bobbles, secures just with the right hand, and crosses the goal line for that touchdown.
Better be aware that Jeremiah Smith is on the left of the formation. Howard's looking that way, launching downfield. Catch made! He cannot be stopped. He beat Dante Manning that time.
And look, they have a safety over top. Pretty good coverage, but he misses the football. Not able to locate the ball.
Oregon territory, off the fake. Howard rolling and flips it over the head. Field here. Howard has some protection. Egbuka's open across the middle. He eludes one man and is knocked.
Watch how they sneak him here. What I want you to also see is the linebacker, to me, kind of gets lost here in coverage. He's in position. He just, no awareness for the ball and the route. And that's Jeffrey Bassett, who's the leader of this defense. And that time
here in preventing yards after the catch. barely 3 yards on average. And Ohio State's taken off. Howard looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Had a hand on it.
Yeah, watch again. You have the two high safety looks, so you got to work the middle of the field. He gets a little bit impatient. If he would have waited, he had just enough time to step up, and he had all alone.
See if they take a shot here. Howard looking to launch right down the middle. Smith is wide open. Too easy.
One play off. Oregon defense on the back end respond to the motion. They're trying to get on the same. Look at them. They don't know what's going on. And there he is right in the middle of the field. Look, free release. Nobody jams him. No chance that safety is going to stay with Jeremiah Smith. Give Chip Kelly all the credit in the world for this plan again that he has come up with. The offense is executing, and Oregon's defense is lost and down 24 here in the second quarter. In one-on-one matchups, and who's better? Right now, it's been Ohio State.
Abuka, little pop pass, and Oregon able to chase him down. That's Howard just leaning.
We have in the last game of the regular season only a couple.
Couple targets. You know, there's a chance for Carnell Tate, who's a really talented line, has very high standards. Funky look here in the backfield. Why not? Take a shot, and that's a shot for Tate.
To Abuka, or he looks out there and he sees one-on-one. And again, when he sees one-on-one, it doesn't just have to be Jeremiah Smith. It can be any of these receivers that he feels have a favorable
knocked up in the offseason. And then zone shot. And it's over the head. Cranked up now. Not the play fake. Howard to Abuka, who takes a shot immediately. Howard straight back. Pressured now on the move. Hit as he throws. Put the ball in harm's way.
And Arizona State. Both competed very, very well in those games.
First down throw to the edge. Lobs it. Horns. Yep. Then go to Atlanta, where Georgia perhaps is lurking. First things first, though, trying to finish the job, and a big coverage to the right. Howard looking in that direction, delivers a slant, pitch and catch. It's just pretty easy.
Just asking our guys up here, is a 43-yard touchdown with 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. They go back to him here on third down with that cushion. What a tough ask that is for any quarters, especially if you give him a little.
Howard, wonder if he'd take a downfield shot, loops it back across the body, and climbing and making real.
I just had a feeling that they were going to start looking for him. He's been quiet. Like I said, it's been there's a great job of high pointing the ball, those long limbs, able to use the length, nice strong hands. By the way, when you shake his hand, it reminds holding on for dear life to the end of the game.
Howard to be smacked and sacked for
those times in life than you do going through the easy times.
End around. Look out, Henderson trying for a second long touchdown.
Nice wrinkle here. They line him up there in the slot. Perfect job of catching the ball, low snap, get it up into the air. And then Henderson in that slot kind of gets lost by this Oregon defense.
Goes as a pass reception of 18 yards. Smith on the right edge. It's Howard running all the way and now just sliding
here. It's interesting to hear that from the defensive perspective.
Yeah, it sure was. Across the middle to the hands of Henderson. You're not supposed to hit the court.